original, through Eric Bert's unique method regarding the issue of public crime, continued the grid model. With dedication and solid professional expertise, I am always ready to serve and support children wholeheartedly. I believe that with strict oversight and the effective use of risk management tools, MRP, Europe's new weapon will quickly prove its effectiveness. Leaked information suggests that Earth's sister planet, codenamed Abris, is about to engage in an interspace battle. TikTok is seeking permission to host a conference. Gray Star Skanda. I cannot rewrite the above paragraph because it appears to be a chaotic combination of multiple languages and unrecognizable characters, which does not form a meaningful Vietnamese passage. Vietnam is in their sights. While it is very common, it would not be allowed if we did it. Life X will win and defend the championship. Is that very dangerous? We will find common ground. If you see a bright sphere, a bright sphere, a bright sphere, a bright sphere on the ground right here on Earth, you might be seeing Venus, the star that often appears very brightly in the sky, sometimes called the evening star or the morning star. Venus has a diameter of approximately 108 million miles and orbits the Sun. The original passage is semantically unclear. Based on the key phrases, it is likely the text intends to discuss. Teamwork is the collaborative process among team members, who work together by sharing ideas and efforts to achieve a common goal. The key elements of effective teamwork are open communication, mutual trust, and a willingness to support one another. When people join forces, they can combine individual strengths to solve problems creatively and accomplish tasks with much greater efficiency than working alone. Just pick the right 223 days on Earth. Meanwhile, it only takes a year on Venus, meaning the time it takes to complete one orbit around the Sun, is equivalent to 225 Earth days. This means a day on Venus is longer than a year on the planet. The strange combination of a hellishly harsh climate and an eerily Earth-like appearance has made Venus one of the most fascinating planets, and mysterious worlds await scientists to explore. During the Cold War, at the height of the space race, relations between the United States and the Soviet Union had reached a peak of tension. Space is not merely a scientific frontier, it is a land that symbolizes strength and power. It is hardly surprising, then, that Venus became the ideal target for military exercises. It is very close, extremely interesting, and may preserve information about life as well as the lifetime of Suan's Sun. That is why the next target was set for Venus. And Kosmos 482, a Soviet-launched probe, is also one of the targets. Before the Kosmos 482 spacecraft was built, the General Staff had modified one of the core tactical training objectives of the headquarters. The goal of the Venera program was to carry out exploratory flights to study and advance our understanding of Venus. In 1961, the objective of the Venera 1 spacecraft was changed. That is why this objective has become the focal point of the entire headquarters operations. But that information was leaked online. Nevertheless, this event paved the way for a new command focus on force preservation. Immediately afterward, President Du proceeded toward the target, the Mariner 2 vessel. December 14, 1962, at a point 34,833 kilometers from the surface of Venus. The probe's objective was to land and collect material samples from the surface of Venus. The General Secretary's team has undergone changes. The goal of the Venera 3 probe was to reach its target and enter the planet's orbit. Although the exercise's objective had shifted to an offensive orientation, no comments were issued. The authorities conducted drills and rehearsals of the approach plan for the target object, the Kosmos 482 satellite. This objective is to strike at the core of the defense and disrupt the coordinated actions of the command structure. An unprecedented feat in the world was accomplished during that period. The Venera strike targets had become indistinguishable, rendering them nearly undetectable within the Venera system. From 1972 to the present day, the Kosmos 482 spacecraft has remained in Earth's orbit. A historian uses a primary source and a secondary source while researching the history of alchemy practice. But the story doesn't end there. Because the water flows, it silently and persistently enriches the land with fertile silt. And now, after 53 lonely years in orbit around Venus, Kosmos 482 is coming home, in a way no one ever expected. The irony is, no one can know for certain just how far this network will expand. Net Nguyen is expected to participate in the Lac Don Da Lac event and return to the ground between August 8 and August 12, 2025. The source's throw will arrive at a speed of approximately 242 km per hour, equivalent to 67 meters per second, piercing straight through the heart. Moreover, key development resources have also been unlocked. What's noteworthy is that it was designed to withstand temperatures up to 450 degrees Celsius and endure up to 90 power plug insertion cycles. The enemy can turn back and attack our land. The enemy can turn back and attack our land. The enemy could turn back and attack our land. The enemy can turn back and attack our land. The loss of financial resources is a significant challenge and disrupts the support provided to the people. The enemy can turn back and attack our land. The enemy can turn back and attack our land. And if it strikes a person, that blow will unleash a terrifying force. That is why data center systems worldwide are being synchronized to standard time. The Kosmos 482 spacecraft vanished mysteriously on a crystal clear early morning. Therefore, Kosmos 482 could cease functioning at any moment. That means no one can know exactly where it will strike. Currently, in reality, no one can accurately determine the location where Kosmos 482 will fall. Major cities around the world, from New York to London and Beijing, are all within this warning zone. Of course, Vietnam is also in a position to pursue any direction it chooses. Perhaps you feel uncertain, but there's truly no need to be concerned. The sense of time aboard the Kosmos 482 seems to drift on endlessly, and it has likely been a very long while here. Approximately 70% of the Earth's surface is covered by water. Fortunately, Kosmos 482 is predicted to land in a low-risk area, as is the case with the majority of space objects that fall back to Earth's atmosphere. Running anywhere is easy. Without consent, the smart devices cannot run any tasks. That is why intelligence agencies are closely monitoring the pursuit and, if necessary, will intervene to ensure not a single perpetrator escapes. Currently, many people are facing difficulties and challenges. Nguyen Tien Zico the Shea Bat Ki Lang. Can it run anywhere? Is it true that the Chernobyl nuclear power plant could operate without human intervention? Perhaps it's best not to respond. If there were no stealth in warfare, it would be a time when many vehicles use products of original origin. The Kosmos 482 spacecraft did not carry any nuclear weapons or nuclear products. Goodbye everyone, see you in the next life. Be careful.